Hello everyone, welcome back again. This is Jesse, and then in today's tutorial concerning data analysis and statistics, we're learning about data arrays. So what is a data array? A data array is a subset of data frame. That means like it's just like an array, but it is usually multi-dimensional. So when you say multi-dimensional, that means that it can be one dimension, two dimension, or three dimensions. And it's usually homogeneous. That means that it's usually having the same data type. So if it's a string, all of them is going to be a string. And as I said, it's a subset of a data frame. So data frame is a structure or the frame in which the data is put in a tabular form. And data arrays are usually the arrays or the subset inside a data frame. So usually both of them allows non-applicable. So let's see an example what I mean by that. So for example, if you have something like df, the whole of this df is a data frame. So it is a frame or a structure or a table with this information inside this data stored. So if I'm supposed to show the columns of this, it's going to tell me the different columns that is having, the names of the columns, and then the data type. So this here is a column, right? But it's also a data array because it's having one particular data type. Just like population is a column, so inside every data frame you have data arrays within it. That is the basis of it. So it is a data frame is the bigger boss, so the list of data arrays or list of arrays. Okay, so let's see how we can create one. Okay, to create one, you have to first of all, data arrays come together with the package data frames. So to create a data array, you just go with using data arrays, and there are three different ways you can create a data array. First of all, you can start with, let's say, A, right? Let's make it first, and then first you're going to create, that's the first format. The first format, how we create a data array. So we're going to make it like a first, right? And then the first is going to be data, and then inside this data is an inbuilt function. You put your array. So just like how you do an array in any of the lessons we learned. So this is going to be a one-dimensional array. It's going to be a one-dimensional array. So like if I go back and I check for it, you see that it's 3 elements, but it's a one-dimensional data array. So that is one of the ways we do it. It's telling me that it's a data array and then it's one-dimensional, and it's only having one type, which is integer 64. Okay, that's one of the ways you can create a data array. So you can even create a multi-dimensional, like say let's say first 2, right? The 2 is for if we want to create 2-dimensional, just like we learned in a previous tutorial. 3, and then this is going to make it 2-dimensional, so that if I go back with this, it's going to tell me that it's a 2-dimensional array. So that is one of the concepts about creating data array using this format. So this is the first format. So you see that it's 2 by 2. So data array, and then it's what, 2-dimensional. Perfectly nice. Okay, so that is one of the first ways you can create a data array using this format. Another way you can create a data array is to use the macro format. So one of the ways you can use is using the macro. The macro is used with at, the at sign, and then data. So that's another way you can also create a macro. You can create a data frame. So let's go on with, let's say, second. Then that is second method, data or macro data, right? And then inside this, you're going to place your array inside. So it can be a normal one like this. So let's say we are going to make 2 of odd numbers, and then let's make it simple, the simple one, 2 and then 4 and then 5, 6 and 8. So this is going to be a one-dimensional data array. So that's one of the ways you can do it. 2 is 4 elements and it's what, one-dimensional. So that's another way you can create a data array. The next method that you can use is to use the word data array itself. So the next method you're going to use is data array. So you go with, let's say, third method, right? The third method is that you use the word data array, just like data frame. So data array, and then into brackets you put your array. So it can be 3, you're going with odd numbers, 1, 3, and then 5, so, and 7. So this is another method. You can also create a data array. So you see that it has already also created data array with one dimensional element, one dimensional and then integer. Okay, there's also another way you can also create a data array. That is when you convert a data array into, or you can convert a matrix or a vector into a data array. For example, let's say we have something like let's say y, which is y vector, right? Vector or a matrix. So matrix or a vector. So let's say something like this. Then we have numbers like 0.1, 3.4, and then 5.5, right? 5.5, 5.5. So with this, like this, we can convert this one into data array. So let's see how we're going to do that. One of the ways you can do to convert it into a data array, that's a float, right? All of them are float, and then we're going to see how we're going to convert it into a data array. To convert it into a data array, we're going to use this format of convert, right? And then let's make it like going to be s, right? Or let's make it the fourth method. Fourth, it's going to be x. Then we're going to put inside this a word data array, that is the format or the type that is going into. So that is a type or what you want to convert into, and then you place inside these values, or you can place inside the y vector, or you can place inside the values. Let's hope it works. Okay, so that's one of the ways you can create it. It's going to work. So that's the fourth way you can create an array. So that is data arrays, and fourth element. So these are the four main ways you can create a data array. So after creating a data array, you can do several aspects. One other aspect about data arrays is that you can add a non-applicable or non-available. So for example, let's make it like we're going to make z, right? And then the z, we are going to make it, we are going to put a data that is not applicable. Most of it, when you are creating one with a missing data, it's better you don't use this format. It's better you use, for example, if I use something like 1 and then I go with 4 like this missing, it is better you don't use this format. It's better you rather use the at data format. So see that it's giving a sentence error, or even if I put something like the NA is inbuilt, it's still going to the best way is for you to use a macro, the macro format, or use the data array format. So let's see how we can do that. Z2, and then you're going to use the macro format data. And then when you use that one, it's perfectly going to work because that one supports it. See that it cannot convert an object, blah blah. It can't convert because of that format. But in case we do the same thing with NA or n/a, I've forgotten the format, but NA, I think NA is correct. NA, and I go with 4. Let's see, hoping it will work. See that it's perfectly worked, and it is telling us that it's worked. So this method, if you're having a huge sums of data and you want to, and with missing values, you can use the macro data to do that. Okay, so you can also use something to remove. One of the things that is useful to know is that you can use drop now, which is the drop the non-applicable, to remove this missing data from it. So for example, drop now z2 is going to remove it perfectly for us. So that is one function we can also use. Can use this drop now to remove it. So then when I go back again and I see that it has removed it, now it is 2 integers. So that is one thing that you know. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions or contribution, you can put it inside the question section so that everybody can also benefit. And please don't forget to subscribe. Stay blessed.